Welcome back. This week we've asked our panelists to single out their big winners and losers. Ken, what do you have for us tonight?
So, as far as a winner goes, I would say definitely federal government for avoiding a shutdown.
Okay.
Definitely, a good win there. Losers for the week, I'm going to have to go with Karen Harshman, who has, been, unless there's some sort of a court appeal filed, has been removed from her position with the Board of Education, and she's no longer on the website, and the replacement process has begun.
Okay. Ron, what do you have for us?
There is a replacement process for when someone leaves office, and I think the community is a winner for that. And I think the school board will become the overall winner with a new superintendent that has been blessed by years and years and years of homegrown experience to lead us through a very vital time in our school history. And I think what he's done, he's not going to be there to pad his resume for a future endeavor in some county in some southern state. He's going to be there to run the system as it should be.
I hear a little out. So who do you have for a winner?
Who do I have for a winner? American people. I think the American people are beginning to see that things are coming together. That the Second Amendment right is alive and well, but more especially that the First Amendment right is really alive and well, because if you don't have a good, strong First Amendment right, you can kiss that Second Amendment right goodbye. So you want to keep that First Amendment right. You want to keep the press out there, keep them on board. Fake news, not fake news. They can call it what they want, but it's a First Amendment because of a reason. The Founding Fathers determined the most important amendment was the First Amendment.
Okay, and your loser was agreeing with Ken's loser? Or you have another loser for us?
No, I don't. I'm good to go.
Okay. Jim, what do you have?
So I'm going to return, before I give you my winner and loser, I'm going to return for a moment to his discussion about Dr. Boyd Michael. And I know that Boyd has been in the second chair for a long time at Washington County Public Schools, but don't ever think he's not ready to lead, and don't ever think he's not forward thinking. I'm not sure I agreed wholeheartedly with the process or the lack of it, but I think we've got a good person at the helm of our school system.
What was that vote count?
It was unanimous.
There you go.
There you go. Can't argue with that, can you?
No.
All right, winners and losers. So my winner, speaking of school system, is the Barbara Ingram School for the Arts, who was recently placed in the top 10 schools in the entire state of Maryland. I think that's a huge win for them, and I think it speaks to what they're doing as a school. My loser is Stephen Colbert, and I don't know whether you saw that show or not, but he said some things that in my mind were just completely over the top and out of bounds. And I know he's a comedian, and I know there's freedom of speech, but I think it's going to cost him in the long run. It's already costing him ratings. Jimmy Kimmel and he were 60,000 some viewers apart recently, which is a historic low recently for them. And I think long term he's gonna lose ratings if he continues tub thumping on left only politics.
Okay, and for me, I'm going to say winners is Washington County, Sylvia Williamsport, and C&O Canal. Okay, they're going to make the announcement here this Friday, which will be during the time that the show's airing, about the $7 million addition that they're doing to put the aqueduct, get that back into a functional activity, and we will be the only place in the nation that has a functioning and connecting lock and aqueduct that people can go back and see how stuff was transported back 100 years ago. So I think that's really great for the city of Williamsport. I think it's a boon to our economy because it will draw people here. Losers, I think the Jesse Waters, Stephen Colbert situation sort of is a double standard. Stephen Colbert went out there and said some rather vile things. I think that was, yes, he has freedom of speech, but the innuendo that was made there was not appropriate, I think, for public television. But Jesse Waters wound up taking a emergency vacation for, making an innuendo. I'd like to see some consistency with what we're doing out there. If, I think Stephen Colbert, I'm not asking, no, he shouldn't lose his job over it. But at the same point, I think there should be some type of reprimand instead of people flocking to him saying, heaping praise on him. There needs to be consistency across the board and be fair and balanced with that. And regarding Dr. Michael, I think he was an excellent choice. Again, with Jim's point, the process was maybe something that we could question, but he was definitely an excellent choice to bring in. And on that, we're going to head out, and up next we'll have the Fast Five. Stay tuned.